Hi, Verbling. My name's Michaela. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, and today we're talking about personality. We'll have a listening exercise and a lot of discussion. Anna Carolina, welcome to class.
Thank you, Michaela.
How was your weekend, Anna Carolina?
Tired and productive. We had a seminar about healthcare, and I went to college taking classes from 8 to 5, you know. Uh, and then during the weekend it was raining, and I was studying English a lot, taking more class, but not face to face, online. And English classes. My gosh, I work and I study, I work, I study, but it's fine.
So you had
It was
a long weekend.
productive. Yes, it was productive. My husband is traveling. He's in the US now, and I couldn't go with him because I'm not allowed to take days off.
Ah, bummer. Well, maybe he'll bring you a good souvenir back.
Yes, I am looking forward to it.
Thanks, Anna Carolina. Ana Belén, welcome to class. Ana Belén, are you there? You're muted.
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry.
What did you do this weekend, Ana Belén?
Nothing special. On Saturday we went to a beautiful town near Madrid because my children was going to play a football match, and spent almost the day in the town, and it was beautiful. And yesterday I was cleaning.
So you got some chores done, and
important to do.
Yeah, definitely. Are you ready for the week?
Yes, of course.
Excellent. All right. Edson, welcome to class.
Thank you.
Did you do anything fun this weekend?
Oh, nothing special as well. Just watching some TV shows and studying as well, as usual. And sleeping, relaxing.
What kind of
As you
TV
know.
shows do you watch?
I'm watching Person of Interest. You know this?
I've
And
heard of it. I've never watched it.
It's really good. And I finished the one is Lie to Me. Lie to Me was
Oh, I've
good.
heard really good things about that one. Lie to Me.
Yeah. It was recorded in 2011 with Person of Interest as well. They are both recorded in 2011. They are very nice TV show.
Cool. My favorite TV show recently, it's not even really a TV show. It's a Netflix show, but it's called Master of None. And it's my favorite. There's only one season though, so I watched the whole season in like a day, and now I'm finished.
What is it about?
Oh, it's just about a guy who lives in New York, and it's very, I don't know. I love the humor. It's Aziz Ansari made it, and he's a comedian, so it's hilarious. It's super funny, and it's really accurate, I think, like for my life and for like I don't know. The humor is wonderful. I recommend it. It's on Netflix. And Wisla, how was your weekend?
Hello, thank you, very nice.
What did you do?
Saturday and Sunday at the morning I watched golf competition in Shanghai. It was very interesting.
Really?
Yes.
Golf seems boring to watch.
No, because you probably you don't play golf, but you have time to play golf. Now you can ride on horses.
So if you play golf, it's more interesting to watch golf?
It's healthier, but it's the same interesting to watch and play. It's no difference.
But like, if you know, you're saying if you know the rules, like if I were to play golf, then I would find watching golf more interesting.
Yes, that's sure. Yes, I think so. Yes, and at the evening we meet with the friends and we play bridge. It was very nice evening because the card was very good and interesting, and it's very important. Oh yeah, that was very nice weekend.
Cool, good to hear. I had a good weekend too. What did I do? I kind of stayed around the house a lot. I tried to prepare a little bit for a trip I have coming up, and I made a mess in my room. I spend all week cleaning up the mess, and then all weekend I'm like, I'll clean it up later. So I made a big mess, and I hung around. But I got a lot done. All right. So today we're talking about personality. And I guess let's talk about personality tests. Just a quick conversation question to get things started. So there's a lot of personality tests, especially on things like Facebook. You know, they have, tests to see what kind of person you are. I want to know if you guys think those are accurate or not, and in what way. That'll be where we start. Anna Belaine, what do you think? Are personality tests accurate? Have you ever taken one?
One of the tests, maybe. I don't remember now.
So you took one?
Yeah. For example, in my job, I took one or two about my personality in the job, and I think it wasn't accurate at all.
Why not?
I don't know, because the test told me that I was very aggressive in my job, and it's not true.
So they got it wrong. The test was inaccurate. All right. Anna Catalina, have you ever taken a personality test, and how accurate was it?
I've taken some. I enjoy. I think some of them are really precise because they are made by psychologists.
Have you taken one like that before?
Yes. I've taken a bunch of them. I am creative, empathetic, sensitive, emotional.
Cool. So some of them are very accurate, but not all of them. Okay. Edson,
Yeah.
what do you think? Are they accurate?
It's difficult to say about it, but I think somewhat is accurate, but depends on the situation, on the moment. I don't know. You can say everything that you want of yours, but it happens, but sometimes it doesn't.
Okay. Fair enough. So you guys are all kind of like, sometimes yes, sometimes no. Wisla, what do you think about personality tests? Have you ever taken one?
Yes, but I usually see through the question which will be the score this way.
So you think it's too easy to cheat?
Yes, I think so. It should be made more, I don't know how to say, covered. The question should be not so easy.
I guess that's true. I took one once for a job. I was applying for a job, and part of the application process was a personality test. And the way that they got around that was they only gave you something like 30 seconds to answer each question. Maybe it was less. Maybe it was like 10 seconds for each question. So they gave you a really simple question, if you were in this situation, what would you do, this, or this? and you had to make a decision really quickly because you didn't have a lot of time to answer. So I think what they were trying to do was they were trying to avoid people who are like thinking about the test, so they're just like getting your immediate response. But I found it super stressful because I was applying for this job and I was like, what do they want me to say? I don't even know. And so I don't know, and you had to go fast, and it was like more than 100 questions. It was so many questions, so it took me like 30 minutes to complete, and every question you had to guess quickly, and I was just like stressed out about it. Has anyone else had to take a personality test for a job, for an application or anything like that?
No.
No? Yeah, I don't really like it. You have?
Yes.
Yes, teacher. I had to draw a doll, a tree, a house, to answer some questions, to make up a story, and things like that. It was a psychological test. I don't think so. It was developed by psychologists.
Very
But
interesting, though.
a friend of mine told me she took it once, and there was a question there. Would you rather to arrive in your job drugged or drunk, and why? You know, oh my gosh, it was absurd because the two answers were wrong, and she had to choose, and she thought, oh my gosh, I cannot answer something like that, you know. I would have skipped the question if I was her, if I were her, but she had put an X there, and she didn't get the job. I think the correct thing to do was to skip the question.
Oh, but what a cheat, though. That sucks. Because it's like
Yes,
they're trying to trick you. They're trying so hard to trick you.
Yes, it's to trick you, definitely.
All right. And Edson, you said you've taken a personality test for a job before. What was it like?
Yes, I
I
went
hope you
through
did better than
a
that one.
psychology test. Like you need, as Anna mentioned, I had to draw a house, a ball, guys playing, and then you were put in a situation like you are the leader, you are in the leadership, and then what if you were you what you do in that situation? Then you need to, I don't know, maybe as I remember, 1 minute or 2 minutes to think and to say accurately, the answer. But it was good, and I fortunately I got the job.
Oh, good.
Maybe 3 or 4 hours of the test.
Stress.
Yes.
All right, so you guys both took examinations and got the job. Ken, welcome to class.
Yes, hello, how are you?
Have you ever had to take a personality test for a job before, or for anything else, for school, for anything like that?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
And what was it like?
I was an artistic type, so I thought it is very difficult to live an artist because not so many chance or opportunity for that.
So you weren't super thrilled with the results?
Oh, pardon? Sorry.
You weren't thrilled with the results of the test?
Yeah, because I'm not nothing productive and as an artist, so I'm yeah. So maybe so I was shocked actually because how can I earn money from this?
Interesting, though. Very interesting. All right, thanks, Ken. Fast, welcome to class.
Hi, sorry I was late because I was trying to figure out I'm new in the Wordling, so there are a lot of pop-ups in the computer.
Where are you from, Tess?
Originally from the Philippines, but I'm in California now.
Awesome. Very cool. Am I saying your name right? Beth?
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right. Have you ever had to take a personality test?
Not exactly personality test, like if I apply for a job and there's an interview, so they ask me some questions, situations, what should I do? So maybe that's how they analyze the personality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's important to do, analyzing personality for sure. All right. So we're going to listen to a quick article, but before we do, I wanted to know a little bit more about your personalities. So I want everyone to think of 3 adjectives that are positive attributes of your personality and 1 adjective that's a negative attribute. So I'll give you guys a couple seconds to think. 3 adjectives that are positive and 3 that are negative. And if you guys have questions while you're thinking, let me know. All right. Let's start with Wisla. Will you give us 3 adjectives about your personality that you think are positive and 1 that's negative?
Oh, it's very hard to say. The first one may be positive. It would be that I think so. I'm a responsible person.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, yeah. What more? Maybe negative. The second one would be I'm angry too quickly. If I can resolve the problem, for example.
You mean like aggressive?
Worried.
Or like easily frustrated?
Yes, maybe this way. The second positive, it will be that I invent something. I like invent.
You're inventive?
Yeah. In resolving the problems.
So responsible, inventive, what else? One more positive one at least.
I hate anything at home.
You hate doing anything at home? What do you mean? Like lazy?
Lazy, yeah.
All right.
By work in home.
And is that supposed to be a positive one or a negative one?
I think so, negative.
All right.
Positive that I'm comfortable person because I hate this work and my wife this way have to do that. No, yeah. Oh, that's all. And positive, I like learn still.
You what? You like to learn?
I like learn still. That is very important in my opinion.
Yeah, being curious is a good quality, I think. Cool. Thanks, Vislav. Thess, how about you? 3 positive and 1 not so positive quality.
Okay, 3 positive. I would say I'm a observant person. I have a lot of patience, and I'm analytic. I like to analyze things. Negative. I'm shy and quiet. I think for me that's a negative. And sometimes I'm optimistic. That's it.
Well, that's good. Being optimistic can be important sometimes. I think it can also be negative sometimes.
No, sorry, pessimistic.
You're pessimistic?
Yeah, this is my negative attitude.
But I think either of those in a small enough quantity is okay. Because I think being pessimistic sometimes can be like you're preventing yourself from disappointment, right? So like if you prepare for the worst situation, then if something better happens, you're like, oh, great. What a good day. But too much is too much. That's true.
Yes, too much is bad.
All right. Edson, how about you? Give us a breakdown of your personality.
Well, I am very persistent. I am very calm, very calm person and optimistic. And while I don't like to help people, when somebody is asking for help, I don't care about him or her.
That's
If you are in trouble, keep in trouble.
So what do you mean, like if someone needed to borrow a phone, or you mean like a stranger, not a friend, or everybody?
No, everybody. I don't care. I say so sorry, but keep trying this. Keep help yourself. I don't
Someone
know.
else will help.
Yeah, I
All
just
right.
look at no Sapini,
Mhm.
and I am obdurate.
You're what?
Obdurate. I think
Hmm?
obdurate. I don't know. I don't know how I can say
Put it in the
this.
chat box, maybe. Observant?
Just my internet just sometimes breaks. Let's
Do you
see.
mean observant? Someone who is very aware and they see a lot?
Obdurate.
I don't know that word. Not
It's
in English.
like when somebody tells you that you are wrong, but you decide by yourself, no, I mean right, but everybody says, you are wrong. Keep that direction. Then I keep my direction. You know
Oh,
this?
like stubborn.
Yeah, yeah, like stubborn.
Hmm. So is
And
that your good quality or your bad quality? Self-righteous could also be, maybe. Self-righteous is a little bit more, though. We had a
to you, did you hear me? Did you hear me?
which.
Okay. When somebody says exactly the same thing to me, and I know I don't care about what they are saying, I just keep my goals, keep my things.
Hmm. Okay, so how about determined? That's like a positive way to say it.
I
You're
I'm
determined.
I don't-
All
the, the,
right.
the break break again my internet. But the last one I don't know. I'm thinking it.
Okay. Anything else you want to add before I go on to Ana Carolina?
No.
All right.
I think that's it.
Then Ana Carolina, tell us about your personality.
Okay. I like helping people. I think I'm empathetic. I work in the health field and I look after a lot of families and I care, you know. It's my profession and I can walk a mile on their shoes. I am persistent because when I want to achieve a goal, I try really hard.
Hmm.
When I was studying to get my job, I studied really hard. I gave it my blood, sweat, and in tears, and I got the second place. I just studied for 3 months, and I got the second place. There are a lot of people studying for several years, but I studied really hard.
Hmm.
I want to learn English, and I study a lot. I try hard. I make a huge effort.
Hmm.
I am creative because I came out with a lot of ideas. I like writing poems. I like writing stories and things like that. Um, and I I think I am a good friend for people. I try to be helpful. In the bad characteristic,
Mhm.
I've been working on it, but I'm very emotional. I'm sensitive, and sometimes I take things personally, you know.
Mhm.
It's difficult for me to deal with the rejection or something that I consider to be unfair,
Mhm.
and then it's difficult to get over if I feel hurt somehow. But I've been trying to work on it because um, well, if you carry on uh, these kinds of feelings, sometimes you assume things that are not true at all. It's not because something unfair happened to you and because someone thought something inaccurate about you or made a wrong accusation. It doesn't mean that everyone else that belongs to the same group are going to do the same. I don't know if you are with me so far,
Yeah.
Marsh,
Yeah.
because I am telling you that, and I'm thinking of a situation. And of course you cannot understand what I am talking about, teacher.
No, I think I'm with you. You did a good job of kind of giving some examples, so that made sense. Thank you, Ana Carolina. And Ana Belén, give us a breakdown of your personality traits, the good and the bad, the good, bad, and the ugly.
I think I think my principal I don't know, maybe responsible. I'm I'm very responsible that for example, when I have to do something, um, although I was tired or I don't have any time, I always have to do it. My husband tell me it's not necessary that do that, but I have to do it always. I'm very, very responsible. Uh, I think that I'm sweet. I'm supposed pleasant. I'm nice. Uh, Even other characteristic is that I'm shy, and that's the problem.
You're what?
I'm very shy. That it's difficult for me sometimes to
Oh, shy.
meet people, but I think I'm pleasant and nice with the people. And the negative, maybe I'm confident. That's my problem. Because of that, that's the reason why
Relates to shyness.
I can speak English. I have been studying English for many years, but I don't dare to speak with people, and that's the problem.
Yeah, a lot of students struggle with that as well.
Mhm.
Getting the courage to make mistakes when it's like you're going to make mistakes, and you just have to have courage to not care and courage to face the situation and just be like, I'm good enough. I'm not great, but I'm good enough.
Yes, but even in the work, because you are always thinking, I can do better, and I did it. I did it in a bad way,
Mhm.
and it's a problem.
Yep. Thank you, Ana Belén. Ken, will you give us a breakdown of your personality? Some good traits and at least one bad one?
Maybe I'm an introvert person, basically. But maybe sometime I need to be, after I grew up, and after I joined the class, I began to chat on the internet. Maybe my skill, I'm not sure, the personality or change a bit. I'm much more talkative than ever, and I'm not afraid so much about the people who are first met, and yeah, that's good, I think, and I'm pa- and I'm usually I'm passive actually. I need to waiting for something happen or someone come. But for something like learning English, I'm very active. I become very active. So could be the good part. I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's it.
Awesome. Thanks, Ken.
You're welcome.
And Oscar, welcome to class. Maybe he's still loading. Oscar, let us know if you're ready to talk in a minute. You're muted right now. And if you don't know where the unmute button, you'll find it at the top of your screen. It's a little microphone button that will appear red. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is listen to a report together. And it's about a particular personality trait. And this was on the class page instead of notes. I had this thing listed and under class materials. I'm also going to put it in both of the chat boxes now because it is not a YouTube, meaning we'll have to listen to it separately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in both the chat boxes. I'm going to give you guys a minute to click on the link and load up the page, and eventually you're going to see what I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to screen share my copy as well. Sorry, slow computer. I'm using my old computer because I'm so tired of my Windows 10 and I couldn't get it switched off. But this one will do. All right. Can you guys see it? Hold on.
In the screen or in link?
Well, both. So I've screen shared it, but you guys should also be able to open it up yourself.
Mm-hmm. It works.
Okay, so when you guys get to this page, you're going to see that there's the title, Gratitude is Good for the Soul and Helps the Heart Too. And this relates to our personality because we're going to talk a little bit about being grateful and also changing personalities and how it's possible to change or not possible to change. So we're going to listen to this report. It's 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And you guys are all going to click your button separately, so I need all of you guys to put yourselves on mute. You're going to mute yourself and then click this circle when you're ready. I'll give you guys a little bit more, maybe like 3 minutes, so if you have to go back or listen to anything again, you can. And then we're going to get back together, summarize what we heard, and discuss it a little bit. Sorry, hold on. Okay. Everyone ready? Everyone have it loaded up? Just let me know if you don't have it loaded up. Okay. If you guys are having problems, let me know in the chat box. I will be watching the chat box to make sure everyone's on the same page. And I'm going to mute myself now. Go ahead. You've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds, maybe a little bit more, maybe more like 3 minutes. Go for it. Play the video. All right, you guys should all be finished by now, right? Okay. I'm gonna assume, unless anyone shouts at me to stop. So let's summarize a little bit, starting with Wisla on the right. Tell us a little bit about the story you heard.
It was very hard for me to understand, but some.
Yeah, it's very fast, but any details or vocabulary words or general ideas you heard would be great.
I think it's about research which made the Professor Mills and patients to improve their health by thinking about positive things during the day. It should be, if I remember, 4 things which are great for them, and this way they can avoid or make less probably the heart impact, or other diseases made by stress.
All right, thank you, Wisla. Thess, can you add anything to that? Any other words you heard or ideas that you gathered from this report? Thess, are you there?
I forgot to unmute my speaker.
I do that from time to time as well.
Gratitude is a good attitude. It helps decrease rate of heart disease and can sleep better. And it's also good for the soul. It's a good health news. I think I should start being gratitude. Sometimes I'm not gratitude. That's it.
Grateful, yeah. So gratitude is the noun, grateful is the adjective. All right, one more person. Edson, do you have anything to contribute to a summary of what you heard?
Yeah, some people were tested, like before take the test, they write, and they write about their family, the good things, and then took the test, and after it shows that it was reduced some problems of heart, the disease. The test shows that it was reduced the disease about the heart. The people suffered.
Yeah, definitely. Anna Catalina, can you tell us more about the study that we heard about?
Yes, they start by asking questions, and then they discover that people who are grateful had lower levels of of, of blood pressure, and problems in their heart. And then they they select a group of people, and they ask them to jot down a journal every day, and to say thank you for things to be grateful, and then after that they got better. They had the levels of inflammation reduced, their heart rhythm improved, and also they decreased the risk, after 2 months doing that. And they don't know exactly how it works, but they believe it's because of the stress.
Thanks, Anna Catalina. Ana Belén, tell us more about the study and why they think it works.
Ana Carolina has told the result of the research because if people write 2 or 3 things that they are grateful for, the researcher realized that the heart risks reduce, and for example, the inflammation reduce and the heart rhythm improve very much. Uh, Finally, they realized that because this person reduced the stress, and now they are going to research and decide what type um, of things they develop to continue it with this research.
Mm-hmm. All right. And Ken, do you believe in this result? Do you believe that something like gratitude might help you solve your heart problems?
Probably because if we feel gratitude or glad, we can be relaxed or we can be happy. So, but if we were worried about that too much, maybe a muscle or kind of heart or the vessels might shrink because stress cause us a kind of lead us a kind of fighting mode or such kind of tense appeared in our body could cause a bad effect to heart system or kind of blood circulation system in the body.
And do you think this result could be applied to other things, like if being positive and grateful can help you solve heart problems? Do you think it could help anything else, like cancer or anything like that?
Yeah, a kind of this how can I say to one therapy about depression is like that because people who suffer depression, their thinking pattern is always negative, and so the therapist try to rethink that thinking pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
I forgot the English name of that, but anyway, that's one therapy about depression.
Okay. So now that we've read and discussed the article, I want to know if you guys think it's possible to change your personalities, like especially as adults. Do you think it's possible to go from someone who is always like a pessimist to an optimist, or vice versa? Or are you kind of already settled into the person that you're going to be? And this time I want you guys to respond in the chat box. So give me at least 2 sentences, maybe up to 5 sentences, about whether you think it's possible to change your personality and your attitude with things like gratitude or whatever else. Burbling chat box or the Google chat box, whichever. Oh, cognitive therapy. Yeah, Ken, thanks. So Annabelle, it looks like you tried the exact same thing as what they showed in the study. You try to think about things that are good, and then it puts you in a better mood. Cool. Think good things when you're feeling bad. Yeah, that's good, but it's also cheesy advice, right? I mean, I can't tell you how many times when I'm like really sad or really upset about something and someone goes, "Oh, just think about all the good things in your life." And I want to punch them in the face. And I'm like, "No, I'm sad right now." It's good advice, but it's hard to follow, especially when you're like really emotional And then someone's like, oh, you should feel better. And you're like, great, thanks. From Ana Catalina, it's possible to change your personality and attitude, but you have to be willing to do that. You are able to work on your failures to get better. So you need to be able to work on your failures to get better. I think life is about self-improvement, and I try that. However, some people do not want to change, and it's difficult to teach new tricks to an old dog. Yeah.
And I carry on. I wrote a little bit more. I'm not afraid of admitting a mistake and saying sorry, because everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah, that's important.
When you say sorry, you are brave, because when you are humble, to say sorry, you have to be courageous, you know? It doesn't mean that you are weak, no, you are strong. Because you know that some people might say, no, I don't forgive you. And you know, it's a risk that you take, and I think when someone says sorry, it is an action of courage, in my opinion.
Definitely. Thanks, Ana Catalina. Next one I see, I should look at my blessings. Think of more unfortunate people than me. Yeah. That's I guess a good way to feel thankful. See all the people that are still in need. When I wake up in the night, the best way to start to sleep is thinking about nice things like golf, driving, skiing. This I know without research. Yeah. I see what you mean. Usually when I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm thinking of all kinds of stressful things. I'm thinking of like what I have to do tomorrow and all this other stuff, and then you never go back to sleep. If you start to think about those stressful things, you'll be awake all night. To change is up to yourself. The more you learn, the more you change or improve yourself. Good idea. If you change to a positive attitude, soon all the positive things back to you. All the positive things will come back to you. We need something else there. I think that we don't need to change our personality because if think that too much, it will cause additional stress. If we think too much, is that what you mean?
Yeah, if I think about that, sorry.
If I think about that too much, it causes additional stress. Yeah. So I think that's how I can apply my personality into my life. We gotta switch the order. So I think that's how I can apply my personality to my life. No in.
My life. Okay, thank you.
If you don't learn, you don't change. Hey, that's a really good one. Yeah, because learning is like directly related to changing. Cool. Very cool. Okay, so any last comments or questions on whether you think it's possible to change? Ana Carolina, you said you wanted to make a comment? Go ahead.
Yes, I understand Jaka's point, but when we are talking about change our personality, we are not talking about change our essence. We are talking about learning from our mistakes and getting better, you know, every day. Because I think life is about it, you know?
Yeah.
You don't have to change completely from water to wine to be someone else in order to please everyone around you, because no one can please everyone. But you can become a better person every day. You can try, It's not about to reach perfection because no one is perfect at all.
Mhm.
It's about becoming better and better, and we have to be happy. YOLO, teacher.
All right. Thank you guys so much for coming to class and participating. The next class is on forgiveness. It'll be kind of interesting. We're going to do some role play as well about forgiveness, which should be fun. And we're going to do another listening exercise. So I hope to see you guys there. And if not, then I'll see you guys another time. And have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Very much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.